Hello, North Idaho whiskey lovers. We are back for another video this evening, and we have a nice lineup here of some tastings. We have our three from the Willett's Company, the Pot Still, Johnny Drum, and yeah, this is the rye. Sorry, this is the Willett Straight Rye. And then also too, we're going to have a toast using Old Forester Statesman. We're also later on, after we're done with this tasting, we are going to be drinking and comparing some Uncle Nearest. This one here is the single barrel, and the Uncle Nearest 1856. If any of you have tried these whiskeys, any one of them, please comment. Let us know what you think about them, so everybody can get educated on each of these. And I will be looking at my screen down here for some of the different tasting notes from the companies on the Willett's brand.
Yeah, and I'll be looking over here, comments, got the computer over here. Stephen and Jared's with us. So Gino already explained everything to you. Did you say we
No, it's not the secret to you.
This is not the order that these are in. I've had a lot of people ask to do honest, fair reviews. We all know about this one. We may not all know about this one, but we all know about this one. This one's obviously, in most people's opinion, the better, the best. Lots of people say overrated. A lot of people say I hate it. We do not know where they're poured in this line. So to give it an honest review, we're going to try them and place them where we think that they go. And then at the end of that, we'll reveal what they are.
All right, but before we get to the semi-blind taste test of the Willett's brand, we want to start out tonight with a moment of silence for the fallen officer, Post Falls PD. So if you have a hat on, please take it off, and at this time, if you just bow your head and for a moment of silence. Okay, thank you so much for that. As I mentioned before, we're going to have a toast in honor of fallen Post Falls police officer McDaniels. I have never had the opportunity to meet him personally. From everybody that I've talked to at work and around, say that he was just a phenomenal officer. Our hearts go out to the families of the fallen officer, to the department, the community as a whole. Anytime an officer falls in the line of duty, it's just a huge heartbreak for everybody, community as well. And we just wish them all the best, and many prayers and love goes out to them. So if you have your favorite drink in front of you right now, we're using the Old Forester Statesman. We felt that would be a fitting one to go with. And at this time, we would like to honor that officer and thank him for his dedicated service to our community. Thank you. Salute.
Salute.
And that was a very fitting.
Oh, yes.
Very tasty.
That's really good.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow. All that. Yeah, that's a good choice.
Good choice.
That's good. Again, thank you, everybody. All right, so moving right along.
Moving along.
All right, Jordan, which one do you think we should go with first?
Well, that's a good question.
Because only
Only
Betsy knows what
my
lineup
wife knows.
falls where it
I just
falls.
want to see something here.
We'll find out at the end and see which one we pick is the best.
For those of you who may not recognize me or my brother, Jared here, I have limited experience, and my brother has even less so. So you can expect that with our comments on how these whiskeys taste. You can expect some more sophisticated answers from Gene and Jordan.
Well, I don't know how sophisticated, but we will give it our best shot. Again, we are not professionals. So
Not
please, if you have had any one of these and you have your own tasting notes, your expertise on any of these, please comment. Let us know. We all want to be educated on everything that we put out in front of you today. Because like I said, we're not professionals.
No.
So, Jordan, which one are we going to start with?
Well, since we don't know what order they're in, let's just start with the ugly glasses.
Okay,
First,
we're going with
right?
ugly glasses. These are lined up behind the pot still, but it doesn't mean that that's what it is.
Right. We'll try these. We can try to guess what they are, but we're really wanting to put them in. Remember where they are, but put them in what you think's the best. Remember what you think's the best one. Nice, fair, honest review, and give it a good sniff. And then afterwards, he's got some tasting notes and stuff on this stuff. He pulled all that up, so we'll talk about them a little bit. Oh boy.
That's a strong nose hit. I'm a little nervous.
Okay, if so.
Smells kind of like a floral.
Again, we're not professionals. A professional might be able to pick these out right away just off the nose, because obviously they're different.
Does smell floral.
But we're not that. But if I had to take a guess, though, just off the nose, it seems stronger to me. So I would say it's that.
That's what I'm
Whoa.
thinking. I'm smelling like a little bit of rye behind it.
That's okay. My opinion. That's not strong enough to be what we're thinking it is.
Now I'm concerned.
That went down so smooth compared to what it smelled like.
Oh man, I got a
It's got a
totally
nice
different
peppery,
It does.
sweet taste.
To me, the nose and the taste are not even
Almost like a little bit of
close.
like a little bit of an apricot kind of taste, a little bit of a fruit.
Well, and you've read up some of the notes, so you're good to kind of get some of these
I don't know.
tasting notes out there.
I don't
Even
know
though
if
you don't
I'm
know which
getting
one
it
it
right.
is, you're probably not picking up on some of them.
I'll throw
which is
my
good.
guess. I'll throw my guess out early. I'll probably come back on this later, but I'm gonna guess this is our straight bourbon whiskey.
Oh, and let me be clear here. The only thing that I've ever tried on this table is this one. I've not tried these two ever.
I haven't tried any of them, so this is
So-
all new to me.
My guess, the only real honest guess I could have, if I can remember how it tasted, would be for this one.
Anything other than that.
Yeah, that was a
I
rough
don't know.
one for me.
Well, here's the thing. It's in first place right now.
And last
there's,
place.
there's that.
In the lead.
Yeah,
Can't forget, it's also in last place.
that's true. I hope these other two are better, because now I'm concerned.
I really like the aftertaste of it. It's got a
Remember whose cups are whose? Mine, Gene, Jared.
it has a nice floral smell to it. I like the subtle burn with the kind of a fruity flavor on the back end.
It's very subtle burn.
Yeah, that's a very tasty whiskey. I'm again, I've never tried any of these, but it reminds me of a rye, so I'm gonna guess that it's this one.
And as well, I did pour a little bit off of each of these today just to get that neck pour down, and they've been open for a couple hours today. So we're not just getting a fresh open. All three of these bottles were open today. Some was poured out, so we didn't get necessarily a neck pour, and they've been breathing. But we haven't tried any of them yet. What do you think, Jared? What's your professional opinion?
In my
Your professional, unprofessional
Yeah, yeah.
opinion.
my professional opinion, that might have been the toughest taste of whiskey I've ever had.
As in bad?
Yeah, that's what that means.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Not even a little bit.
Oh wow. Okay, well, hey, that's fair.
I don't.
No, that's this.
I
That's
don't
why
Because
really-
every palate's different. So.
I don't really like whiskey. I'm usually pretty good at hiding a little cringe on my face from the camera. I couldn't on that one. That one took over.
And that's totally fine. That's
Well-
that's what we're looking for.
By process of elimination alone, you should find something you like. If
Um,
this one is the next worst thing you ever tasted,
Yeah.
that one's gonna be good.
Whose cups were whose here? This was mine.
I moved it.
Yours and Jean's is down here now.
Okay, so I'll
Alright,
take
so
the
it's
far
order.
end of them.
Yeah, are we ready to move on to the second, to the middle?
I cleansed my palate. I am ready when everybody else is ready.
You can keep that if you want to go back to it a little bit.
I was just wondering, why are we remembering glasses?
So if we want to pour,
Okay.
after we find out what's what, we can pour, and Gene can read the tasting notes, and
Okay.
we can want to try it again. We can see if we can pick up some of those notes.
Makes sense now. Same page.
All right. Row number 2.
Row number 2.
Even
middle
though
row.
this is behind Johnny Drum, doesn't mean it's Johnny Drum.
That's correct.
Mm. I like the smell of that in comparison.
Oh, yeah.
That's much less like
Gene,
aromatic alcohol.
Somebody
Yeah.
commented, Gene is so not a professional.
Oh, don't I know it?
I think
Who commented?
I think
Who
she might
commented?
know that too.
Who commented?
Somebody with your same last name.
Would that be, who is it?
Your wife.
Of course. Of course you would. I'm trying to pick out what that smell is
Oh.
on the front end. It's a nice sweet smell.
Who? Stings the nostrils.
Really?
But it's a good smell though.
It smelled less good to me, but tasted far better than the first one.
Ooh, that's smooth.
Yeah.
Almost thick and syrupy, almost.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm saying this came out of the funky bottle. That's just unique tasting. It doesn't
I don't know.
taste like anything else I've
I
had.
think this is the Willett.
You think? I wouldn't be
Down there.
surprised for this
Oh,
particular
it's family
one.
zone.
Well, technically they're all Willett. See, now I'm confused.
You're not wrong. I'm going to keep a little bit in that right there. Just, I'm keeping it in there. I
Yeah.
really like that's in first place for me right now.
Oh,
Me too.
Gosh. See, this is where, yes, my wife is correct. I'm not a professional because the first one tasted kind of a rye to me, but now this one, maybe, yeah. Okay.
Yours is in the
I'm
back, mine's in
stumped.
the front. The brothers can share if they need to.
I'm feeling I'm feeling pretty confident in my
Ooh, I
last
don't know.
guess.
The aftertaste on that's a
I,
little,
I do think
It's
this
got a little
first
pepper
row
to it.
was
a
our
little pepper,
bourbon.
but a little thick.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this. That's not me. This is me.
It's not. We're not being too serious here. So you guys, if you want to get some stuff for you and the kids.
So that wouldn't surprise
look
me
like
for
you're a
that
little
to be
cold.
the expensive one.
Oh,
My only holdup is that says 113 proof, and I didn't feel like 113 proof.
yeah.
It was dang good.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, the white blood drinker. Yeah.
Ask Gene why he did not bring down
Somebody brought back.
Whistle Pig.
I can't believe someone brought that back.
Why didn't I bring down Whistle
Oh,
Pig?
that's it. I was kind of hoping he was going to. I wasn't going to ask him. I was hoping that'd be the toast bottle.
Well, okay, so I have been doing a lot of thinking on that box and
let's say
what that
which
box
Whistle Pig,
contained.
which Whistle Pig is it?
My lovely wife, who is watching right now, surprised me. It's been a couple of months now, maybe almost 2 months now, and she bought me the $400 bottle of Whistle Pig 18-year age double malted. I have not popped that cork yet on that bottle because it's the most expensive bottle in my collection now. My birthday is coming November 30th. I am most likely going to pop the
Video
cork
at
on
Gene's
that
house.
for my birthday. So, yes, it will be broke out at some point. Most likely on my birthday. But that's why it's not here tonight, because I'm still afraid to open it. Thank you, dear. Love you.
All right, we got the first line out of the way. We got the second one. I'm holding on to that because I want to. This is probably going to be third place for me, which I hope it's not. That bottle. But let's try this one.
For me right now, my first choice still is line number 1. Line number 2
Really?
is it may change by the time I get this next one down, but that's kind of where I'm at.
I'm kind of nervous here because I really did like that second
I don't know
round.
who poured these. Jared. That's got no nose to it.
No, it doesn't. I was just going to say that.
It's got zero.
I mean, it's there, but it's but it's not as in your face
No.
like the other
No, it's
two
not.
at all.
So yeah, this second round, I think I'm gonna change my vote. I think that second round was the small batch.
Son of a gun. Ooh, that tastes dirty. That's rye.
That's what
You
that
think?
means. Dirty equals rye.
I think it's even.
That is heavy. Gosh dang it.
I think that's shit.
Tastes dirty. That's rye.
Heard it here first.
And then I'm going to change my. Here's my professional.
I'm gonna keep.
You know what I get on the back end of that? Is almost like a tobacco.
Yeah.
A little bit of a cocoa with a tobacco
Yeah.
is what I get with that. And I think, see, now I called this one probably a rye, but now I'm confused. I'm thinking maybe you're right that this one might be the rye.
But it sounds
But
like
it
you
could be
agree
the-
that
I
this
think
is
I'm gonna.
this.
I think I'm gonna throw you guys all off here. I think this is the. I think that is there. That is there, and that is there.
I'm with you. That's my placement too.
Me too.
You too, Jared. Nice.
Because I really liked this second one, and I didn't think it was strong enough to be the 113.
But see,
I think it might be.
here's what I'm thinking though. This was extremely smooth going down.
I'm with you. I'm confused. This for my taste. This may be that one. I might have to. Okay, I got to stop going by what I wanted to be.
What's the proofs on these?
This was what 113.
Yeah, if I had to change it, Gene, I would swap
Little lower,
these two.
little lower.
Yeah.
I would do that, which would make
I wouldn't.
that my number one.
I'm with you.
This
That's
my
fine.
number two.
That's
This my
fine.
number
This would
three.
be my alternate.
This one
So-
burns so much more
Yeah,
than
so
the rest of
I
them.
think this first round has to. You said a lot of people don't like this one.
And that's just what they said.
And, you know, I drink low quality whiskey all the time. I've got no problem with it. But if that's the description I'm going off of, I think it's that one.
What do you think about road number 2? Do you think that's right?
No, I think the original. I'm going right here. Because this one has so much complex flavor
So
that I think
Steven
maybe
and-
that's why I didn't. I
Steven
wasn't
and
getting the
Jared
burn.
have this set up.
I actually do. agree
Gene and
with
I
this.
have this
Yeah.
set up, which in my place would be first, second, third.
Mhm.
I also say first, second, third. But
Yeah.
But these
Have
think
those
these are the
switched.
bottles. Okay.
Yeah. First, second, third.
Okay. Well, you have the picture on your phone there.
All right.
Yeah. I'm in agreement with Jordan.
All right.
on
I'm
this.
gonna pull up the answer here and then give us a reveal.
Okay, anybody try any of this before? Do you have your ideas on the placement of these bottles? As far as 1, 2, and 3.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no. I picked Johnny Drum. We all basically did.
yeah.
First place.
Johnny Drum.
Second place.
Oh,
Third
man.
place.
It's a regular old granddad. That's what happened to us last time.
Are you kidding me?
Either that, our palates are horrible.
Oh.
So yeah, at the
Okay.
beginning of this, the reason why we switched them up in the first place is Jordan was worried. If we know what this is, it's going to be the winner
It's
without
gonna
a
be the
doubt.
winner.
So that is funny.
What's the average cost of the rye straight?
My wife's in the room, Gene. what I told her I
Love you,
paid,
Betsy.
what I told her I paid for it, or what? I don't
Okay.
know.
That
What's
was
the
$20.
average retail?
Of this one,
Yeah.
now correct me if anybody correct me if I'm wrong. It's at that $100 range,
Okay.
tasted
if
like
not more.
it tasted like
Okay.
they should have been paying me $100.
Well, look it up. Steve, look it up on your phone. I think it.
Sure,
I
don't
think
know
it might
if I
have been
have
just
that.
over
I got it.
what they are. This one we all know. This is what $60 range maybe.
If you still
Say
type
no.
in questions on Google,
Nope.
figure it out.
$74.99.
Retail.
Yeah, that's looking at Willett's Willoughby's.
I'm seeing 60 to 80.
Okay, so we'll say 75. This is less than that.
The-
I doubt I paid much for that Johnny Drum, but
Johnny Drum.
That is so funny. So I'm
I
gonna
don't have the price
gonna-
on the Johnny Drum.
come back to this expensive bottle here that I rated last place.
somebody in the comments, please save us.
Yeah, I don't have the
Tell
price
us,
for
tell
that.
us that we're not wrong.
See, the crappy thing is now I'm gonna like this.
Okay, we're gonna put a little bit right there for you.
I'm glad I have no bias because that was really not good to me.
Jared said absolutely not. He didn't even finish it. He made a horrible face.
Yeah, like I said, I can normally hide the cringe on my face, but I couldn't with that one.
it
It's
doesn't.
very sweet, but not the fave. It's good.
There's
Don't get
so
me
much
wrong.
flavor that you almost don't feel the burn of it, and it's just kind of
Mhm.
bitter tasting.
Yeah.
But when I first tasted it, I did taste the rye. That's why I initially went with that,
did
but then
say
I
that.
got confused.
It's 113 proof compared to these others.
I wouldn't have guessed it.
That's 101.
I'd rather have a White Claw than that one.
This is like 96 or something proof. 95 proof.
There's always a critic, but it's all good.
That's just unfortunate.
This one I still have a little
That's
bit
so
with.
funny.
First place, second place.
So yeah, let me.
You got that order right, right? That's what you put out there. The picture you sent us.
That's
Yeah.
more than I meant
This
for
is
there.
the most smooth.
Import.
What proof is that?
No, never mind.
100?
Okay.
No.
Sure.
This one?
No. The winner.
101, I believe. 50.5%, so that'd be 101.
That's a taste. And what was the average cost for the Johnny Drum?
I don't know.
That's the second time you did math today.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty impressive. I don't think it was an expensive bottle. Probably maybe 50 or less. I almost want to say it was like 39, but shoot, I don't
Johnny
know.
Drum, private stock, 57.13.
Okay, 50. I
That's
was
so
right
funny.
the first time.
Although there's some places that has it for 162.
So we
Yeah.
all lined up on. We all favored the bottle that. What? How did you describe it going in?
The people hate it.
That's odd. And then this one,
My son's trying to whisper, but we can all hear what he's saying. So there's a few viewers that might not have seen the results. Johnny Drum got first place. The Willett Pot got second. And the Willett Small Batch Rye 113 proof got last.
Yeah, I mean,
In our blind tasting.
in a room of non-professionals, I'm extra unprofessional, and I would advise you to save your money on this one. It's a no-go.
Well, that's what everybody told me about those two bottles too. Save your money on those. Buy this one.
I thought you said this was cheaper than this.
It is, but save your money. I mean, in general, just save your money and don't like if these two together, you could buy this bottle.
again, tell us what you think. Is there any comments yet about this?
I don't know about this, but there's actually got viewers and comments. That's a good thing, but nothing about that. Somebody said you look good. Well, that's Michael.
Oh. What's up, Mike? We'll have you on the show soon here.
Is he
Although I
21?
know, yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he's got a baby on the way. Yeah. So.
It's 21
So-
or
Well, I get what you're saying.
It's
No.
We do got another special tasting behind us.
Actually,
we're
we
gonna
should
do.
have a show where we bring him and his dad on too.
I don't know why not.
I know. I told him we should do that a while back ago. Hasn't happened yet, but we'll make it happen.
So we got two more bottles behind us. That one of them I picked up today. You might have saw that.
You want them?
And then one that Jeans had. Yeah.
Yep. Just haven't
Again,
cracked the seal on the 1856 yet. So I figured we'd do that tonight since we have the comparison and see how they go together.
We have not tried these as either. Oh, Jeans' bottle's not open.
Nope, haven't opened it yet.
Mine's open, but I've been letting it breathe back there.
So hopefully we have a good comparison. I didn't think about opening it earlier.
It again, in my professional.
Professional, unprofessional opinion?
To me, then people swear that there's a difference in neck pour, the taste, if it's in here or in here.
I don't.
It's in the same bottle.
I don't see
it's
why
from the
that
same
would
batch. I don't understand.
Flip it upside down then if you're worried about
Right.
it. If I open it.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's simple chemistry.
Yeah. But I get the opening. Get
let
the
it air
initial
out. Yeah.
air out. I mean, that somehow makes sense.
I understand.
Okay.
Somebody want to reach down and grab us 4.
Okay. So let's go over tasting notes.
Let's go over the tasting notes while these sit here and breathe a little bit more.
All right. So looking up the pot still. All right. The pot still reserve here. It's 47% alcohol, 94 proof, small batch, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Now, from the website of Willett, states that their tasting notes is that it is of vanilla lemon cake. Maybe.
For the pot still?
For the pot still, vanilla lemon cake. The palate is a balance of caramel, vanilla, spices, and citrus. This person said, I'm not sure if they made the opulent bottle to match the whiskey or vice versa. So I concur with some vanilla and caramel.
Vanilla,
lemon
yeah.
cake, not so
I'm
much.
not getting lemon cake. But definitely the other two, which is common to in most of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd kill for some lemon cake right now.
All right. So let's take a peek at our loser of the night, the Willett Straight Rye Rare. All right. I'm just going to get right down to the tasting notes because with the website here shows a little bit of the history. All right. So looking at this, it says that it has a high alcohol content and spiciness of the rye surprise. It surprises the nose with a powerful toasted oak and toffee. So I can see a toasted oak. No, I don't know about toffee, but
This was on which one, Gene?
This
Sorry.
is on the Willett rye.
And if I could just throw something in there, that powerful
Grab
spice.
whatever you want, eh?
Powerful spices, absolutely. So much so that I think if you're looking for a high proof, but you don't want to feel a higher proof, that might be a good choice for you.
And
Yeah.
it's,
See, and this makes sense right here because of that big floral arrangement.
From the background.
So the big floral arrangement that I was catching, this makes sense because it
That's what I
says
was
the
thinking
flavors mingle with a frolic of stone fruits, vanilla, cherry, and baking spices that come to the surface.
On this one.
Yes, on the Willett rye. So I can see that because I had that strong floral type opening
You
on it.
were, yeah, thinking about something like that. Okay.
All right, so now let's take a peek at our Johnny Drum.
Oh, I didn't even finish the Johnny Drum.
The winner of our evening was
The
Johnny
winner.
Drum.
This
This is and you're at 50.5 alcohol, 101 proof, small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. The nose, they say, is sour apple, vanilla, and oak.
Sour
apple.
Sour apple. I don't get sour apple, but I do get that sweetness, so it's very possible it could be an apple-y
Oh, that's a
type
stretch.
flavor.
It's a stretch to apple, but I won't fight it.
But definitely the vanilla and the oak,
Yeah.
for sure. The palate is a snowball rolling over fruits
Say
of
what,
vanilla
what,
and
what
spices, mixing them all together into a well-balanced and complex
A
whiskey.
snowball?
That's what it says.
Rolling over what?
The palate is a snowball rolling over fruits, vanilla, and spices, mixing them all together into a well-balanced and complex whiskey.
Or you
know,
could put them all into a mixing bowl.
If someone told me that
Yeah.
before they handed me the glass, I guarantee you I'd enjoy that whiskey more than anything else ever.
Right?
I said, a snowball where?
So there you have it,
marketing
folks.
guy.
That's the tasting notes for our three, kind of a blind taste test. And Johnny Drum, that's what won it out tonight.
I left some in there just to try it because it was my favorite, and it still is. So
I just want to make a comment for any of the viewers from the last one. This is his house. Not mine. I just thought I was
Oh,
that's a communal fridge. It's not mine.
Oh,
No way.
that's
There's a
awesome.
red cider down there.
Oh man, I thought you were getting ready to enjoy a cold one.
This guy, this guy.
He threw me under the bus on a national level, so
Someone in the comments at the beginning of the video called back to it and said,
our
"Oh, the White
viewers.
Claw guy."
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, let's get to it.
Okay. I think
gonna-
we should start with the 1856. Some of the notes I read today, the Uncle Nearest 1856, is the flagship for this particular brand of whiskey. Now, it is distilled, the master distiller, and that kind of comes with this, is a descendant of, let me get this right, Nearest Green, which is the individual that came out of slavery and taught Jack Daniels what he knows, and now we have a Jack Daniels of what you know today. So I'm going to assume that the Uncle Nearest brands here has some type of similar flavors to the Jack Daniels that we know and that are out there today. So, but 1856 was the start. I believe the 1884 was the second one that they distilled and put out. From what I read, it was 2017 when they put this out to market.
Like a little piggy?
So after this one, we will then compare it to, what is this? The small batch, correct? Is that what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure this is what I read on there. Yeah, single barrel, sorry. So we will compare that to the Uncle Nearest single barrel.
We can just rinse these real quick.
Well, now that we got it
Well,
out.
thanks for getting them out.
That'll be for whatever else we pull out.
Thinking ahead.
Yeah.
They won't go to waste. Okay, so
Yeah, so speaking of what Gene just said, whatever else we pull out, so I did some counting today. Current to date, right this second, I have 81 unopened bottles behind me. I have 264 total bottles behind us.
Oh wait, minus one of the unopens because you opened the Statesman for tonight's toast.
oh, got him.
Not nice as a second.
80,
That's the second time we've crossed that number off today.
80 unopened. The amount of bottles stays the same. Unopened, 80 bottles.
Okay, the 1856 by Uncle Nearest.
This one might be the best because it's in the coolest glass.
Aged 170 years.
I wish it was that old. You know how much that bottle would be worth if it was aged that long? Oh my God. I couldn't even imagine what the cost of this bottle would be.
The cost of the bottle would be huge in taste, not so much.
I don't smell anything.
That's great. I think that's a good whiskey. When you, I'll be
I'm
honest.
with Jared. There's not much of a nose.
I've
can't
smelled
smell
some
anything.
good smelling whiskey, but I like it when there's no nose hit.
And this is the 1856, yeah.
That has a nice,
Oh, that's so
and
sweet.
it hits the palate nice.
There's not a thing wrong with this bottle.
No.
I taste apple in that one.
100
That
proof.
is-
I taste caramel. I taste toffee.
I taste caramel. I'm with you there.
With a little bit. It reminds me of Grandpa's packing tobacco for his pipe. I get a little bit of tobacco on the back end of
that right
it.
here.
I taste like candy apple.
Yeah.
Caramel apple.
Caramel, but it's I taste the oak. I taste.
That's exactly what I'm going to be up to once we cut the cameras. I'll probably take me whatever's left in one of these glasses out to the porch and have some tobacco with it. Caramel and tobacco you're getting, are you?
Yeah.
Caramel and tobacco are again, caramel is common.
Yeah.
Tobacco's pretty common in
I'm
them.
there.
But it has a nice. It's nice. It's not. It mixes well. And if I remember right, I'll have to read the notes again. But I think this is a blend of a couple of whiskeys or more. They're very, very limited on as what whiskeys they do blend, but
It's good.
It's good.
I mean, I would almost call it dry. Like, it doesn't burn. There's no burn to it, but it's
no,
warm.
because it's not. Yeah, there's no pepperiness on the back end of it.
What was the proof on this?
100.
100.
I like it. I actually like it
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
can get behind that. What's the price range on that?
If I recall, that was like a $70 bottle.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Well, that one deserves to be. I'll tell you. This over here,
All right.
I would pay $70 for that Uncle Ernest
Oh,
before I did for
I-
that Willett.
Uncle
that one's
Nearest.
all right.
Oh, excuse me.
Ernest goes to jail.
Ernest goes to jail.
Nearest
All
all day over in Willett.
Yeah.
Nearest.
Ernest takes the win there.
That's about a $50 bottle. So
If you guys take your water and just kind of go like this.
yeah, that's about a $50 bottle.
Yeah. Make it about 35.
So great flavors,
Clean glass.
smooth. I think that's definitely very well worth the $50
Yeah.
price tag for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
I'm glad I have that in my collection now, actually.
I think so far what we've determined is that these three so far are worth the price tag. Nay on this being worth the price tag.
Just save it.
We gotta use it for the other one.
Are you wasting whiskey?
Dude, when don't I?
Just don't pour it out, and it'll get drank.
Make your own infinity bottle here.
Yeah, this one.
It might not be bad. Is this one yours too?
Yes.
Or dump it in there.
Well, I gotta get to it.
And then you have to drink it at the end.
Those of you that can't see,
That will be fun.
Jared's concocting a mixed drink here.
It was the.
We'll keep
that
our
Uncle
winner
Nearest?
out. Let's move
Yeah.
these to the back.
Let's
since
move
these
Okay.
are our losers.
I'll let you all know.
Just go ahead and put the cap on.
All the old forest.
Statesman.
Oh, that had that one in it. Ooh,
And I get a whiff.
that one had that expensive, horrible
Oh.
bottle in it.
Hey now.
Okay.
So now we're going to the bottle that I bought today. I went to the 41 store. And for those around here, the 41 store, we know where that's at. They didn't have much today, delivery day, but they didn't get much good stuff in. So I went over to the Celtice store, checked out their section, and found this boy.
The Celtice source, is that over by State Line?
No, that's State Line. Celtice and
I just haven't been to the
what's that
Celtice one.
road right there that gets onto the highway?
Spokane Street?
Yeah, Celtice and Spokane.
Okay, I haven't been to that one.
Everybody, what Papa Murphy's and everything down there. Anyway, last bottle they had on the shelf, I didn't even know that it was out there, what it was, but I saw the bottle exclusively for Idaho State Liquor Division 2023. Uncle Nearest 119 proof. This is barrel number 83.
It's a good one.
That's the good.
That's my
barrel.
favorite barrel that they
I
have.
was hoping it was going to be 83 when I picked it up. So
Explain the different barrels and why 83 is so special to you guys.
I'll let you take this one.
Because it comes after 82, and 82 is an unlucky number.
Why is 82 an unlucky number?
Because it's
it
only
goes
one
back
off from
to
83.
it goes back to old Uncle Nearest and
Okay.
his kids back in 1857. It was a bad number. That's when he died. That's how old he was. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
ain't none of that true. But it.
totally made up on the fly. There you go, folks. You
But
can tell
it's
we're
a
not
good-
professionals.
It was a good story.
Had me going.
It was a good one. You had me going there for a minute.
Didn't skip a beat.
Nope.
That's too much.
Sure.
Hadn't even started.
Okay. And at some point, we will get a real whiskey drinker to come and sit down with us. I'm just kidding,
Maybe.
Jared. Just kidding,
I'm
Jared.
here.
All right, Uncle Nearest
Uncle Ernie.
single barrel.
That
That
smells
already
great.
smells better than.
Doesn't
It has a
smell like
little-
120, does it?
No, it has a little bit more of a nose than the 1856.
Smells,
Granted, we're not sniffing this out of a Glencairn glass.
I'm getting a little hint of a cinnamon smell.
Yeah,
Oh, I like that. That's warmer. That's got some heat to it, but
cinnamon.
flavor.
Something else. What else does that smell?
That's definitely got a spice.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
If
I
what,
can
what
taste
we're
the
calling
cinnamon.
tobacco, what we're calling tobacco flavor, I'm picking up there.
I'll put hair in your chest.
That's got a lot more heat on the back end than the
Wow.
1856.
That's probably one of my better bottles I've tasted in a long time.
That's great.
It is really good. I'm tasting it like I'm tasting like an apricot behind this, like
Maybe
some
that's
type
what
of
it
fruit
is.
flavor, but definitely a spice. It's like a peppery
Yeah, it
spice
is.
on the back end of it that kind of lingers with you.
Something that I'm learning about my palate is I don't like when
Oh, that's good.
it's not as warm. The proof doesn't match the heat when in some way or the other, too much or too little. And I feel like the spice in here really justifies that 120 proof. Like you're getting taste, you're not just getting alcohol.
I enjoy that.
I like that. I don't like a lot of 120s. I like that. That's added to the pot, Jared
Yeah.
says.
Whoa.
So, Jared,
Uncle
being that,
Maris-
wait, hold on here. So, Jared, since you're not the typical whiskey drinker, what do you think this tastes like? Which of these two would you prefer? If that's all there was to drink, no water, no nothing, all you had to drink was whiskey, which one would you drink?
The 1856. The single barrel is better than that Willett straight
Oh, that's
rye,
for sure.
but only by a tiny bit.
Okay,
Of,
that's fair enough.
So you like
Take it one step further.
It was a
even if
very-
you don't have good explanation, give us like what does it taste like?
And what flavor?
It was very spicy.
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, most of the time when I'm judging, I judge on how much it burns, and that's pretty much why. It definitely had a more rich flavor, more spicy, as I said. The 1856 was not as rich. Definitely, it didn't have as much flavor, but it was just more smooth to me.
Well, so you like the lower proof then?
Yeah, that's
A
pretty
lot
much
of
what I'm
people
getting at.
value that smooth is a lot of people's priority.
And,
That's
and the
valid.
reason why I asked you that is because exactly that. Because someone who doesn't have a palate for whiskeys normally will have a more, in my opinion anyways, would have a more of a true opinion of what each flavor is. Because you're tasting things different than, say, him or I, because we drink probably a lot more whiskeys than you do, and he does as well. So, therefore, having a fresh taste come in, that gives us more of a rounded review on each of these that we've tried tonight, which is beneficial for everybody on the group because, you know, I'm sure we have quite a few people that drink various whiskeys, as you can see from the posts that come up. So having a rich, fresh review probably helps them when they go to choose. They might go to the store and see these and go, oh, I remember the guys talking about this. I remember what Jared said because he's not much of a whiskey drinker, but which one he liked. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people
So.
people taste whiskey, liquor different depending on what type of a drinker they are.
Exactly.
I mean, somebody might be watching who hasn't ventured out so far, and they might say, "I've never once tasted apple. That's ridiculous."
Exactly.
But that one was smooth. You said that was smooth, so that might be.
Yeah. And I do have a tasting, because obviously I have a whole bunch of bottles up here, but a future one that we're going to do is back here. I have 30 low budget, under $30 bottles that are not as high proof, but good whiskey for somebody that's wanting just to start. What's a good whiskey to get for under $30 that we're going to like?
Right.
Entry level, budget friendly whiskeys. I have those in the corner back there that we're going to do one day. We just happened to. We were throwing this kind of together at the last minute, and I said, "Willett." I saw the 3 bottles sitting there. I said, "We'll do it, Willett, tonight." Jared's grabbing the Jaeger right now.
Well, you gotta ruin the surprise.
So,
There wasn't no surprise. He saw you open the fridge and.
Pam Wilson says, "Howdy, Gene."
Pam Wilcox?
Yep.
Hi, Pam. Love you. Can't wait till we can get together again soon.
This is my
Oh,
drinker
sorry, I'm
choice.
pointing to that, but I should be pointing over here. Mwah. Love you.
I think it's the camera on the left that's recording. We have multiple. We're trying again. All new cameras and stuff just to see what's best. I don't know why this thing keeps going green, but we'll figure all that out.
Yeah,
We got lights on both sides of us. And the good thing about doing tastings more so, making more videos, and this time of year, you don't have the stinking sun glare.
Exactly. Exactly. The sun's going down a lot sooner. Although we got our time change coming up really soon that we're going to have to change our clocks again. I want to say that's, what, the second
It's
week
coming,
of
yeah.
November?
I tell
But
you,
it's
October
fun,
has
right?
thrown me in a loop. I've Googled when is daylight savings 3 times this month. I woke up just like, when am I?
for all the real ones, they know this is the best. Around $30 bottle. This is
How old are you?
where the good stuff is. Old enough.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's the right answer.
Okay.
Jared takes it to the next level.
That was a good answer. Hold it up. I like that. That was a good answer.
I like to have something with the Jaeger. I like to put something fizzy. Jared is down the hatch.
The best drink I've ever had with Jaeger actually was Surfers on Acid.
What'd you say?
Surfer on Acid.
That's what I thought I heard.
Yep.
That's
Surfer
bizarre.
on Acid, made with Jägermeister, pineapple. Gosh, if I could remember the last ingredient. No, I want to say it was. I want to say.
Hey, Pam says time changed November 5th.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I knew it was coming up.
Namaste.
I can't remember. I know it was Jaeger, pineapple, and something else. My wife might know because she had them with me when we had it, and they were very tasty. Very, very
Really?
tasty. Yes.
Pineapple and Jaeger. I would have never
Yeah,
thought.
right? I wouldn't have either, but it made a very
He's got some in there. We have to figure out that mystery ingredient.
it made a very unique flavor, and I enjoyed them.
That Buchanan's pineapple in there.
Well, he's got pineapple juice.
However, we're dealing with whiskeys.
Yeah.
We're not doing
Sorry.
cocktail drinks tonight or anything
no,
like that.
Not
So
a cocktail. Just
Some stuff coming up that we might have for tasting ideas. First of all, keep an eye out on some of the businesses that we've been involved with. Gathered has been great. Gathered is doing a whole remodel. I'll let them release that when it's time, but look forward to Gathered with their stuff coming up. Bees Knees up north. Of course, Glenn out at Stogie's. He just did an awesome charity for that officer as well. But go out and support those local businesses.
and I have to say, if you want a great burger to go with, say, an old fashioned or whatever your drink of choice is, go to the Bullet Bar right here in Post Falls, or go out to good old school.
Old school liquor bar.
Oh gosh, excellent food, great mixers with any type of whiskeys you could darn near think of. I mean,
Yeah.
at either one of those bars, excellent.
Yeah. Old School's getting
Excellent.
an awesome collection up there.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
my-
have you
whatever
been to
vouchers
Bullet Bar
for.
lately? Bullet Bar has their
No, I haven't.
cage where you
But I
can
was
sit and
at,
look. They've got a nice collection that
So
they are really building
Damien,
up. So.
I believe his name.
Yes.
Chavez is the owner down there, and I look forward to getting down there and meeting him. Jameson down there at Gather, like I've mentioned, that's a good name to be a bartender and cook. Jameson, that's pretty good. Awesome guy, awesome family. That whole group down at Gather, I can't say enough good things about them.
And that's another thing about some of our local bars and pubs that serve food and stuff. If you have a recommendation of one of our local bars that serve food that you think that maybe we should go down and talk to, let us know. We'd love to go down and see what they make and try some of their food.
And these restaurants that we've mentioned are in bars have opened their doors to us to come down and shoot a video, invite you guys down. Whatever it might be, we just got to get that put together to go do that. They've all opened their doors to us to do that.
Yeah, and you may have seen even at Bullet Bar and Old School, I went down, took my wife out to a nice lunch, and I took a couple of minutes, made a quick video to say, hey, come on down and join us. So, yeah, you might have seen it a time or two, but we could do that for just about any business around here. Let's build up our local businesses. They need the revenue too. My mom says, "Hi, Mom. Love you, Mom. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying me looking stupid, but here I am. Love you."
So yeah, get down and support those local businesses that have been so open to us, and then as well as we got a whole bunch of tastings planned. If you'd like to come on and do a tasting with us, please let me know so we can get more. I want to start getting enough videos together where we can release once a week. If we have to do 3 videos in a night, darn, we have to do 3 videos in a night. But I want to get enough out where I can start releasing once a week and have that bank of them, because summer comes, as we found out,
Get busy.
we all get busy.
Everybody's
around
lives
here.
get busy.
That's just the part of the town we live in. Everybody's busy. They're out doing stuff. We only have a short window to do that. But I have 80 bottles unopened. I've got
We gotta open 'em.
lineup. I have multiple Elijah Craigs, multiple Whistle Pigs, the Jefferson Collection, Wellers, Nobles, Blackened, the Dickles, the Foresters, anything. I mean, you can see them all over the place. I have stuff planned, benchmarks. What else is back there? Oh, what's the red caps back there?
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark, and I have that Seller's Edition back there. We're going to pop open on a video. I got a lot of stuff planned, so if you want to come on, awesome, let me know. If you want to host one, let me know. Artie, awesome.
Shout out to Artie.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie, sorry I couldn't be there, brother, but it looked like you guys had a great time, and I'm glad you hosted that.
Lots of fun.
Artie did that, opened up his house, his whiskey, supplied the awesome charcuterie board. Best charcuterie board I've ever had.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
Had ham
second
in
that.
it. It was good. And in any business out there, like I said, you guys have all been open. You've all invited us. We just got to get there. Let us know when we can come down there. If it's just me and Gene or me and somebody, we'll come down and make it happen. But anything else you guys want to add tonight?
That's pretty much all I have. However, I say for giggles, if you guys can make a comment, which bottle behind us do you think Jordan should open that we should taste
Good one.
before we close the rest of this video?
Yeah.
Anything. Anybody comment?
Unfortunately, we do have some people viewing, so...
Come on now. So those of you reviewing,
Well-
if you can see the bottles behind,
Well,
there's...
one's your mom.
Hi,
And
Mom!
I'm sure one's your wife. I don't know who the other one is.
We have, like you said, we've got Elijah Craig's, we have Whistle Pig, we have Jefferson's,
I have Whistle Pig,
Maker's
Viper,
Old
I got
Forester.
Whistle Pig,
Oh,
the
gosh.
IndyCar, the Jeffersons, Wellers aren't open, Blackens aren't opened. I got a 124 proof Woodford up there.
Looks like a couple Old Foresters with the labels intact.
A lot of Old Foresters, a lot of Dickles. I don't know what else I got down there.
Okay, come on, people.
Well,
we
you guys-
need your opinion here. Which one would you like Jordan to crack
We'll give
open
it a
for
couple
us to give you
seconds, and
a
if-
review
if
on?
nobody says anything, I think I have my eye on one that will open.
Well, while you're in the comment section, I just wanted to go back real quick. We mentioned a couple restaurants, and I haven't had the pleasure of being at the Bullet Bar
Bullet
to the
Bar.
Bullet Bar yet. But
Yep.
I just wanted to double down on Old School. They've been nothing but gracious and welcoming, and they're excited to see North Idaho whiskey lovers folks in there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to throw another one out there, Stogie's Bar here in Post Falls.
I really love Stogies.
Love that spot.
I've yet to
Like
be
I
there.
said,
I need to
I
go.
haven't been to Bullet yet, but both Old School and Stogie's, they're gracious, welcoming, and they have miles better food than you would expect to get from a bar. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw
Well,
Stogie's out
and
there.
Stogies has NYPD, the New York Pizza Department, right next door. Glenn owns both of them, so he can order his food and come over. I was at a Halloween party that somebody didn't go to, and they
Sorry.
I met a guy there that was at the party that one of his neighbors was saying how he's saying how he wants to he was wanting to open like a cigar and there's nothing like there's no cigar and scotch bar here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like he wants to open one, and I said that's a great idea. I highly encourage that because there's not many. I said, but there is one.
Right.
And I said, buddy Glenn owns Stogie's down there at State Line, and you can have a cigar in there, whatever you want, and you can have scotch, you can have whiskey, and his prices are on point. And he's like, I've never heard of it. So
if you haven't been, if you
that's
don't
where
know,
he's
now
gonna be
you
hanging
know.
out. Now you know.
So, explain to our viewers where Stogie's is located.
So Stogie's was the Tedder Outlet Malls, the blue outlet malls across south of the highway from Cabela's. The old outlet malls down there. The Stogie's is down there next. There's a golf place, a couple stores in between, NYPD and Stogie's. Of course, there's other little shops down there, but that's where it's at. And he does an awesome job. His whiskey prices are, and his pours are great.
It's hard to.
I don't want to give up the secret, but
yeah.
Glenn's a good guy, and he's always done a lot for the community, and I like supporting him. I had to end up buying a little, what do you call
Why
that?
don't you bring it out, put it on the table?
A humidor, which I need to add some water to because it's losing its juices right now. But I had to go buy a humidor because old Glenn hooking us up with cigars. And I don't smoke cigars very often, but I enjoy them. And he's got.
I like the smell of them, but
Oh.
I'm not a smoker.
I posted a
It'd be a
picture.
good place to hang out then.
I posted a picture the other night of me just being dumb at the cards table, but I had a cigar in my mouth. Wasn't lit. My wife would kill me if I smoked in the house. But we were playing cards, having a drink, and I just put the cigar in my mouth just because the taste and the smell of it. I didn't even light it. I ended up throwing it away after that. But I mean, it was just so good just to have it and taste it. And, but the smells are.
I would have took that part to my grave personally.
Nah.
You do you.
I mean, I got a Christoph in here. I got a couple Christoph Cubans. I got this weird one.
Yeah.
But
We got to sample that. Hold that one up another second. I don't know what the heck it's called. But
No.
we tried those out at Stogie's, and it looks
Deuce-
like an
Deuce-
entry level cigar, and that
Deuce
sucker
Center.
burned. That sucker burned for probably 3 hours.
I smoked it the entire time we were at Stogie's, which was a couple hours. Then I asked for a good one for the golf course that would last a while, and he's like, "Here, take this." And I was like, "Yeah, that'll last."
That's the one.
As far as the other locations, Bullet Bar, they are
Hey,
located.
Dave says open the Whistle Pig, but which one, Dave?
Oh yeah,
Are you
which
still
one?
on? I've got Whistle Pig, Pit Viper, Whistle Pig,
Single barrel.
the Single Barrel, the Alfa Romeo, the 6-year rye, the Idaho Farm Stock, or the Small Batch Rye 10-year.
Farm stock whiskey. That's got a ring to it.
But he said,
Don't you just want to pour yourself a nice glass of farm
he
stock?
said open then, so I'm assuming maybe the Pit Viper or the Alfa Romeo.
I think the Alfa Romeo.
I don't know. Pit Viper sounds kind of cool, don't it?
does. Anyways, real quick. So if you want to know the location of the
light
Bullet
went
Bar,
out.
what's that?
Bullet Bar.
My light went out.
Okay. The Bullet Bar is located on Idaho Street between Saltese and Mullen, right across the street from the Super One grocery store. If you want to go and check out Old School Liquor Bar, then you want to go down to the corner of Hutter and Saltese. You can't miss them. Either one's great. Awesome food. Check them out.
Bee's Knees is out there at
Yep.
95 in Lancaster.
Yep, 95 in Lancaster.
What else
And they
do
have a
we-
lot of very. I haven't been out to Bee's Knees, but from what I've seen from their advertisements, and I follow them on Facebook, they get a lot of
Alfa
nice,
Romeo. Got it. I told you.
select type whiskey stuff that you may not even really find very easily in any of our local liquor stores around
Right.
here. So if you want to check out something rare, go check out Bee's Knees and enjoy yourself something you haven't had before.
Gathered is there on Spokane Street across from the library.
Okay.
Falls.
We were talking
Yes,
about
I
Stogies
have
a
seen
little
them,
bit. We are going to be pouring up this next drink in a couple of Stogie's glasses. I thought I'd show them to you. Sometimes they've got some
And
merch.
some hams. Old school hams. So Mike Wilcox.
Dave.
No.
My buddy Dave.
Dave Wilcox and Pam Wilcox.
Mm-hmm.
Bee's Knees rocks. Yes, they do.
Yeah, great spot.
So Alfa Romeo.
Love you, Dave.
He
Glad to
asked.
see you on here watching, brother.
He asked us to pour the Alfa Romeo, which we're going to do. So, disclaimer, I just opened it. Hasn't breathed. Whatever. People's opinions on it.
Wee woo.
Straight to jail.
Never tried it.
Oh, I'll tell you what. A few weeks back, I went over to Dave and Pam's house for some wonderful dinner. Thank you, by the way. And Dave introduced me to some muckety muck.
What'd you call me?
Muckety muck. Oh, and I tell you what, it was
that
a fantastic whiskey to drink. It was a great sipper, had wonderful flavor. And I want
That's
to
not
find out.
that stuff in that old school glass.
Oh,
That's a unique
gosh,
smell.
Dave, if you're still watching, brother, if you could take a picture of that bottle, I think I took a picture of it and I could show it to him. Maybe post it to the site because it is a wonderful flavor, and I thank you so much for sharing that with me. Because yeah, it was fantastic.
Well, I think he meant Alfa Romero, but he said Orphan Barrel.
Orphan, that's it. Orphan Barrel.
Oh, that's what he's talking about.
Muckety Muck Orphan Barrel. Oh yes, by
okay.
Orphan Barrel.
Got it.
Oh, yes.
Got it. So not orphan girl.
No.
But orphan barrel.
Orphan barrel.
Because there's an orphan
Yes.
girl out there as well, which makes
Yes.
it good, like root beer float whiskey or drink.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
really
gosh.
good.
Yeah. By Orphan Barrel, Muckety Muck.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
Oh, whoa! What?
97 proof.
Okay, have you had this bottle?
G-Force finished.
G4.
That means an Air Force pilot did a bunch of barrel rolls.
This smells like.
What in the world is a G-Force finish? So somebody, get in the comment section and tell me what a G-Force finish is. Yeah, someone swirled the barrel around.
Did they put it? Yeah, did they
That's
put it
what
in?
that is.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be mad if that's what it is.
No,
Someone let me know.
probably
That.
simple.
I think I
That's
took
what
a.
it is.
That smells so
gosh.
bizarre.
I don't like
It
whiskey.
smells good.
As you can
What
gather,
is that?
It's not
This
bad
smells
weird,
good.
but it's weird.
Citrus and wine.
yeah, this actually smells good.
It does. It's very
Pretty sure I
aromatic,
took a
like
picture
wine.
What's
because
that,
I wanted to look for it next
What's
time I
that
went
wine?
to the.
Like a Moscato. Like a Moscato wine. It's got that nose.
Yeah, this
You're-
actually smells
I
good.
thought I took a picture.
You're
of
going
that
cross
whiskey.
discipline on me. I don't know anything about that
I-
wine
does
palette.
smell
I do love wine as well. Not White Claws, as somebody might have said.
Yeah, right.
But I do enjoy wine as well.
Oh, I'm almost afraid to drink this. I have no idea
Okay.
I'll let you
what
know.
it could be like.
All right, Dave. Forgive me. I thought for sure I took a picture of that bottle that you had me try,
Whoa.
and I cannot find it in my
That's
photos
so
list.
unique.
What is
If
that?
you wouldn't mind sharing that to the page, I would greatly appreciate
Hey!
it.
Oh!
That is
Gee,
so
try
unique.
Try that.
Yeah,
What?
that's
Okay.
I don't want to say anything until I hear what you say.
What
That's
the
not-
front door is that?
That is the most
Wind
floral.
tunnel tested.
I think you'll say floral.
Okay.
That's the most singular.
No, I
taste
smell
in that
apples.
cup.
Actually,
I kind
I
of got.
smell apples.
I kind of got the apple a little
What else?
bit.
Give me some more that you smell. You can't just be one smell.
I got like leather and apple.
Okay,
Okay.
I can see the leather.
Steven, once he says something, I'll tell you what the. Did you read the back of this? Read the back of this. The last sentence.
You're right. I can smell the leather, but
now,
more apple than
now
leather.
I know why. What it is. That's what it is.
Hey, I actually like this.
Ah. Okay, there's one word on here that I will be very impressed if you get, but it makes sense.
Yeah, now it does.
So let's see.
After reading it,
It's a bizarre. You're gonna be like, oh, what in the world?
Let me see.
he put it on the site. Pam put it on the site.
Okay, so we'll have to look for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pam. Oh my gosh.
What is this? I don't know if anybody's.
That one word. There's
Yeah.
one word on the back of here that is not really in an American palate all that much.
No.
And that's why this smells weird.
It's similar-ish to a fruit that is common.
So we're putting you on the spot here. See,
That's
see
why-
if we can get there.
That's why it tastes
You
like
might
wine.
have done this in high school to somebody. The last part of it.
That was a bad clue. Don't think anything about that.
Don't think anything about that.
I understand.
I taste a little bit of vanilla.
I'll be straight up.
That's so funny.
I'm
I
glad,
taste-
I'm glad I have this bottle and that I bought it for the experience. I would not buy it again.
You know,
Give me the opportunity.
I wouldn't. It's too complex. I wouldn't have known this without reading the back.
Yeah.
This isn't entirely a spoiler. It's a little bit of a clue, but it's so sweet.
And it kinda
it's almost like a high
Oh,
chew.
it's very.
It sits with you
It's like
too.
a what?
like a high chew.
High chew. Yeah.
Those the gummy.
Yeah.
After you swallow it, it kind of sits with you. Even it lingers. A sweet, fruity flavor. I want to say almost.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like
What
a-
you
like
just
a-
described. The
I
word
want
we're
to
looking
say
for.
a little bit of a mango-ish kind of thing, but I'm not. I
I'm
don't
with
know.
You. I'm with you there. I
I
taste
write
that
a
too.
nice, ripe,
I
fresh
get
cut mango.
more mango than apple for me. Apple is fresh, and this is just complex.
I'm not
the
getting
word
apple.
Is, the word is lychee. Lychee. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Lychee.
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 I have no idea what the heck that is.
Lychee. I believe it's Japanese. It's
Go ahead.
similar-ish flavor to a grape, kind of. It's a little more vibrant than a grape.
I would challenge you
All right,
going
let me,
forward.
let me read this to the
Find
folks.
something that's,
All right.
that has lychee in it,
bottom
and
So-
you're gonna taste it and go, "Oh my goodness, that's what that flavor
know
was."
this.
Okay, so
That's
so
why-
for you viewers here, maybe you've had this before. I don't know. This is the Whistle Pig Alfa Romeo F1 team. This here says the limited edition piggyback single barrel was hand selected by the Alfa Romeo F1 team. staying true to the physical nature of racing, it endured G-forces as it finished in a lychee and oolong tea barrel. Oolong. See, I've had oolong tea. I can see that now that I'm tasting it,
Yeah.
but I would have never guessed it for sure.
It's such a complex is the best word for it, because those of you who've had oolong tea know that it's without sweetness. It has flavor, but it's without sweetness. But that lychee is very sweet.
I'm curious as to what lychee is,
Right.
because I've never had that
If only we
before.
had Google.
I know, Google. Huh?
Yeah, no,
who knew?
I think anybody who has this bottle or has tasted it before
Sounds
or is
like
interested
we
in
should
it.
Stick to racing.
Right.
Yeah. No.
It's
not
the
wrong.
weird. It's the
Hey.
weirdest whiskey I've ever.
I
tried.
actually liked it. I
I
actually
can see
liked
you
it.
liking this. No,
It is-
I could.
I tell you, it is more aromatic than any whiskey. Any whiskey.
You know, it's kind of a weird looking fruit. It's kind of a rounded fruit with a white center with like a bean in the middle of it.
Yeah,
me see.
it's like a popping thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It
Okay.
tastes. It almost is like a mixture between like peach and grape.
So look up
That's a
lychee
good word.
fruit. It's actually very interesting to look at.
That's Lychee.
Correct. Lychee fruit is a small round fruit with a red scaly skin. Kind of reminds me of a strawberry is what it looks like. Sweet juicy pulp and one large seed. The lychee is also known as aichi. It's popular fruit in Asia and found in many desserts and drinks like jellies, cocktails, and ice creams. Lychee is a fruit that's been cultivated for thousands of years in China.
And the reason I brought up high chews, if I
It's
remember
pronounced-
correct.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Go
We
ahead.
got a pronunciation.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
please.
Lychee.
Lychee. Okay,
All right.
excuse me, lychee.
Lychee.
The reason I brought up high chews, if I remember correct, that middle portion of every flavor of high chew, it has high chews are like multi-layered. You know,
Right.
that middle portion of it is different than the outside portion of it. That's a lychee flavoring in there.
Lychee.
Lychee.
Son of a gun, lychee.
Lychee.
Thank you, commenter. I appreciate that. Lychee. I've never known. I've only
Look,
ever read that.
we
word.
are learning something. So, a flavor that was incorporated in this, wonderful. I think is wonderful. I definitely
Yeah.
want to have this in my collection
It's
as
so
well.
unique.
I would too.
Very unique, very tasty. I've thoroughly enjoyed that. But look, we're educating here. Hopefully, you're getting some education out of this. I hope you go out and buy a bottle of this to put in your collection. Give it a shot.
I'm glad they recommended that, because if I was going to put a whistle pig tasting together, and that would stand out
Right.
So
above them all. That would
Unique.
not even be anywhere close to those other ones up there. I'm assuming Pit Viper wouldn't be anywhere close to that, because that's probably just like other whistle pig.
All right. So,
But,
Dave, thank you very
yeah,
much, brother, for
yeah.
pointing that one out.
A
That
great
was a great
recommendation.
pick. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So hopefully we can get together for dinner again soon, and maybe one of us might have a bottle of that we can share.
yeah, you can't wait. For anyone that may hold my opinion to some value,
Yes.
I
The
usually
newbie.
usually rank on which is less bad, not which is more good.
Process of elimination is how it starts. That makes sense.
That Alfa Romeo whistle pig was actually kind of good.
That's funny.
Whistle pig. plus
So most of them are
single
most of the
barrel.
time it's this wasn't so bad, but this time that was kind
I
of.
guess-
Basically 97 proof, which
I
I
guess-
I didn't taste.
Is that your favorite?
By
whiskey?
process of elimination, that has to be my favorite whiskey I've ever had.
Hey,
So we know what
We
his
found
favorite
one.
is tonight, even out of the taste semi-blind
thank you to
taste
Dave.
test.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We had quite a few comments.
Camera's this way.
Quite a bit. I'm talking to the microphone. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We had quite a few viewers, which is awesome. A lot of comments. Thanks, Dave, again for the recommendation. We got more videos coming up, hopefully more consistently, and a lot more in the future. And again, reach out to us if you want to be part of one. I'm going to walk over and hit the stop button. Kevin says hi. Kevin, hi.
Hey,
Hey,
Kevin.
Kev,
Hi.
Love you, brother.
you're the best.
Okay. So
All right,
with that,
everyone.
We're going to end it.
All right, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you again for tuning in. We will try to do another video as soon as possible, as soon as we can all get together and schedules allow, and hopefully it'll be again next week. If not, definitely the week after next. We will definitely do what we can. We love you all. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you've learned something, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
All right, see you guys.
See you
Walk
next
over
time.
here, hit this button. They're still alive.